Good morning. Hey y'all. So, one thing I love to talk about is stuff that be on social media, uh like the TD Jake shit, and I had not talked about Cat Williams, and uh I had not talked about Cat Williams and stuff like that because the truth doesn't need defending. You know what I'm saying? That means defending. For the record, if anybody know any stylists in Dallas that do short hair, let me know. Because apparently my hair is a topic. So, and I didn't wear any lashes today and don't have no makeup on. This is the real skin. This is what the fuck you see. Um, I made a comment or I made a post on my Facebook. I made a post about Uncle Nettle. And let me go to it. Because there's a lesson in everything. And I love making lessons out of things. Um, what I said was Charles' mama must be RIP because ain't no way. And I was talking about Charles and Uncle Nettle. And I was really referring to, because I've talked about them on my social media page and stuff before, it's her attitude. Like, Miss Nettle don't seem like a nice person. She don't seem like a nice person to me. Um, she don't seem like a nice person. She don't seem like she really nice to Charles. And I've said that sometimes you have to be careful posting your relationships on social media. Number one, because the nigga will embarrass you. Number two, they start nevering like they ain't never before. Number three, go back to number one, they will embarrass you. Number four, you leave it open to public whatever, because people love to give an opinion, just like I give an opinion about shit. Because it's just an opinion. I don't know that those people's real life. I don't know other than what they present on social media. You know what I'm saying? And to be quite frank, I don't give a fuck either. But anyway, at any rate, um, a young lady had made a comment to me, was saying, "You're talking about people's looks." I didn't mention the looks of either one of them because beauty is always in the eye of the beholder. And I always feel like I'm never one to judge on how somebody look or how somebody might determine how how someone else might see your beauty, because everybody has a preference. There are some people they like light skin or fair skin women. There are some people they just like the little chocolate women. There are some people they don't have a preference at all. They ain't got no type, you know. And the reason why I'm making a video because I always believe in making lessons out of stuff. Uh, don't get emotional, but make a lesson out of it because people need to learn something. I always feel like that. But at the end of the day, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I don't care what nobody say about me. I don't care. I don't care. But if I could use my platform to teach a lesson, I'm certainly gonna do that. And this became a lesson. So I don't care about what people think. You shouldn't care either. And trying to read me or correct me, yes, you was. You didn't say it, but you was saying it. No, I'm so fucking bold that any fucking thing that I want to say, I'm gonna say it. Like I'm not one of them people that's subliminal anything. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those people, I'm very literal. So if I'm not talking about it, that means I don't care about it. But if I'm talking about it, that means that's what I want to talk about. So I can't talk about nobody's skin. My skin ain't perfect. So what? Uncle Netta look like motherfucking Bill Cosby. You know, it might be a nigga out there, all he wants is a bitch that look like Bill Cosby. Listen, I don't care. That's not even what I was talking about. What I was talking about was I feel like her attitude is nasty. I feel like she's entitled. I feel like she run him and control him. And I was like, where's his mom? Where's his family? You know what I'm saying? Is he on the spectrum and he just don't know? Or better yet, is it one of those things that you know how you get into a relationship, right? And a person presents this other image of themselves, right? And you get caught up in the image that they presented. You know, they a representative. You know what I'm saying? So their representative is not actually who they are. Do you understand what I'm saying? So you fall in love with the representative. You fall in love with who they have projected to be in front of you. And then once you're in love with them and you're like not stuck, but you're there and you've gotten comfortable in that space that they've created, then the real them comes out and you feel like, well, I fell in love with this person, so this person must still be, you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to stick with this person, not actually the person that they are. Well, you just have to come into the store, baby. You have to come into the store, and I can give you an application, or whoever there can give you an application to fill out. But I don't know if I'm saying it right, but that's what I feel like maybe kind of what happened. I don't know. I'm not in that relationship. And to be honest, I don't read celebrities and shit like that because they be so fucked up and they're not actually a celebrity. They just, but again, you leave your relationship up for discussion when you put it out there like that. I think there's nothing wrong with her capitalizing on Charles. Your lunch is ready. Like, ain't nothing wrong with that. I thought that was cute. And I actually thought that it was nice for them to show a same sex couple. Like, I actually thought that was pretty good until she did a video where she was talking down on him publicly. And I didn't like that. And she did a video saying that they were icons. Do you know what the word icon means? So that kind of made me. And then she said that she was insecure about. I wouldn't publicly say that, even if that's true. I won't publicly say that. And then it's just the way I started seeing how she handled him, how she talked to him, and I just thought that was really fucked up. And I was like, where's bro's family? And it just looks like he's like almost stuck. And I'm not judging because he might love the fuck out of her. And that just might be what that is. But that's all I was talking about. I wasn't talking about how she looked. I'm talking about how nasty she could be. Like she literally, LaQuandra had did some skits and she was talking about Uncle Netta and Henry and all this other stuff because I love watching TikTok. I love watching stuff like that. I love TikTok for its entertainment value. Uh, and she put that creator's personal business out there, that he had been locked up, or no, not that he was locked up, that he had a criminal background 20 years ago. He looks fairly young too, so I'm going to assume that it happened as a teenager. I don't think it was something that was recent or something like that. And I think they even said that they talked about it on their own platform. So for her to bring up something personal when, I don't know, I just thought that was kind of mean spirited. And that just goes along with what I was saying. But the young lady came on my post and was saying that I was really talking about her looks. I really wasn't talking about her looks. Like, I didn't mention that one fucking time because I didn't care. I didn't care. Uncle Netta love cloud and be talking about other people too. Right. But I didn't care about that part because that's her business. And then the lady who came on my post said that if I point one finger at another person, I have four fingers pointing back at me. Now, I want y'all to see something because I was trying to understand it. So when you point at one person, that's what you're saying. She said it's four fingers pointing back at me. So technically, it's three fingers pointing back at me, not four. And the thumb is called a digitimus primus manus. Okay. And the thumb automatically is different from the other part of the hand. They call these the digits. These are the digits. These are the digits, right? But this is not a digit. So actually, when I point, it's just three fingers pointing back at me. I just want to, that bothered me. Out of everything that she said, because she said that I was built like a hippopotamus, that my lashes was ugly, my eyebrows was ugly, I needed a new hairstylist. Well, she had broke me down to like the nearest tenth, and all I could think of was, damn, she took her time. Okay, she took her time to analyze how I look, because looks are apparently important to her. Um, but I just want to, but that's the part that really stuck with me. That the one finger pointing at somebody, I got four fingers pointing back at me. It's not four, it's actually just three. And for the record, the thumb moves and functions differently from the rest of the digits, the fingers. That was the point that got me, because if you can find a stylist, I would love that, because that's what I would have responded. But she blocked me, and then I couldn't comment anymore. And I wasn't gonna like read her or something like that. I wasn't trying to read her or something like that. And then she said I was built like hippopotamus. Now, you could probably say that about a year ago. You know, a bitch had a big bag. I did, but I don't have a big bag. And I only weigh like 200 pounds. So I probably weigh less than her, and I don't have a big bag. So, I mean, I've done work. And so I was going to say if she had a trainer, that would be great if she had a trainer that she could recommend. Since she's analyzed my looks, and I appreciate it if she analyzed, because she took the time to do that, to analyze that. But then she blocked herself where I couldn't get any more recommendations, because I'm all about criticism, and I can handle a good critique. And she got me right on together, because regardless of whatever, I never mentioned anybody looks, and um, I can say what I want to say. I'm glad that that she's Miss Netta's advocate. Um, but understand this: you can never make me feel bad about how I look. And she said that I was a bitter Betty because what did she say? I'm a bitter Betty because Miss Netta got somebody that love her. So do I. Lack of niggas ain't never been my shit. So I'm not bitter about a motherfucking thing. What you say, you went to her page and she's a psychic medium and she does readings. Imagine that, as sensitive as she is. I know. What she say, she seriously mistaken me because Damon sure loves me. He does. I mean, my ex-husband does too. So so I thought that was pretty funny that I was considered bitter when a lack of niggas and a lack of love is something that I never have possessed. I mean, I've been married since I was 17. I've had 3 husbands, and love will never not be a part of my life because I ain't be trying to attract it, but I seem to always attract to be somebody's wife. When all I be wanting to really be is the girlfriend. So I just thought that was really funny. And we have to be careful about what we say because I don't have no beef with her. I'll never have a beef with another up and coming worker that's trying to build her name. But you won't get to build it with me. You won't get to build it with me because ain't no beef with us. What I look like doing it? What I look like doing it? That means, I'm so overly affected by something. And the lesson in that is people love to assume that when you say something, you're saying it for some negative thing, or I didn't say it for no negative nothing. I just said it because it was the truth. I don't even know her name, and it doesn't really matter because she won't get no clout off of me. Just like I didn't build my platform off of standing on the backs of other people, I won't allow anyone to build their platform on standing on my back either. Because I've never had to talk about another worker to get some type of anything. You know what I'm saying? I don't even do no shit like that. But I think that if you're going to call yourself trying to check me, I think you probably need to I think you probably need to, I don't know, probably check everything before you say stuff like that. And I think we have to be very careful about the narrative. And then she made the comment as far as me saying stuff, in the community about this and that. Listen, I ain't never said I was no light and love person. I ain't never said I was no white witch. I ain't never said none of that because at the end of the day, I don't even believe in a white witch or a blue witch or a purple witch. I just think that we're all practitioners and we're all witches. And it's all manipulation. So there's no white, black, gray. It's just all manipulation. That's what I believe. And I think I'm entitled to believe whatever the fuck I want to believe. And I think that I'm also entitled to have my personal opinion about something. And I'm going to have that. Just like she had her personal opinion about how I look. My eyebrows was fucked up. My lashes was fucked up. Listen. Right. And so I just said about what I felt like the personality was. But she went, I guess, for my looks because that was supposed to make me feel bad because I was a bitter Betty. I'm not a bitter Betty. I mean, I don't even give a fuck. Because I got a nigga that loves fuck out of me. I'm talking about my dirty drawers. Do you hear me? I'm talking about when I remember one time I was sick with the COVID and I had shit all over myself. Girl, he just brought me some clothes up there and just cleaned up my shit. And never mentioned it again. I'm the one that bring it up, saying, "Remember when I had shit everywhere?" And he was like, "Stop." So I just wanted to say that. Oh, and then about the Cat Williams thing, I thought it was absolutely phenomenal. So I did, and I loved it when so many people came out and said all the stuff that he had done for them. Right. I'm never going to not be transparent about myself because you can't be so serious. Yeah, we got to stop. Oh, I'm a practitioner and you got to stop it because it takes away the relatability. It makes you seem like you're above the people that you're trying to help. It makes it seem like you think you better and you have to give this persona or these aesthetics like your life is not this and your life is not that. That's fucked up and it's not true. Because most practitioners, we the motherfuckers that be going through the fucking most. Why the fuck you think that we can talk and be the way that we be? Listen, sometimes it's hard as fuck to be in the work in this business and have a personal life. What you say, even if you were single, self-love tops everything. Jupiter, you're absolutely fucking right. I'm never gonna feel bad about me. I'm never gonna feel bad about how I look. And I'm sure Uncle Netta don't feel bad about how he look too. But I don't like the energy that he represents. It seems very like because I think I had seen on one post where he was saying that he was trying to be a comedian at one point. And I think this got him the clout that he was looking for. Congratulations. So I'm never going to feel bad about none of it. But I don't feel like mistreating people and shit like that. It's cool if that's what he's doing, because I don't even know that either. It's just, whatever. You've been telling people for years how to better their lives and relationships. Yeah. Uncle Netta said he got a messed up face of fruit. He don't feel bad. No, he don't. But he don't want nobody to talk about it though. But for me, you can talk about my shit. Just make sure when you talk about me, give me a recommendation, please. If you don't like the way my lashes look, give me a good lash tech. Okay. If you don't like the way my eyebrows look, give me a good waxing person that can wax my eyebrows better. If you don't like the way my hair look, baby, I'm looking for a short hairstylist. Right motherfucking me now. Give me that, okay? Because I don't be trusting these hoes. I be wanting old school stylists that wash her hair, condition it, and all of it. You got to be ready. I tell people all the time, you got to have some thick fucking skin to be on social media because people don't give a fuck. When you get on social media, they give people the green light to say whatever the fuck they want to say about you. But you better have some thick fucking skin when you don't give a fuck. I thought LaQuandra was just playing for laughs and engagement too. I thought that too. I didn't take nothing that she said like, "Ooh, she mad at her." I didn't. I thought it was funny. Just like I'm sure when people talk about me, y'all be thinking it's funny. All them hoes with the t-shirts wrapped on around their head and shit were talking about me. They wear my ass out. Baby, I learned to have some thick skin. I think it was in 2019. I think it was 2019. Baby, they wore me out. Wore me the fuck out. And I was just like, okay. I started to like say, fuck this shit. Then I thought, no, because look at all the people that's looking at me. And then years later, went to 2024. What if I would have quit? What if I would have stopped? And that's the lesson that I want all y'all to take from this. We got to learn how to transmute negative shit into something positive. And my thing is, you can't choose one person to be mad at, but you're not mad at everybody. You know what I'm saying? So you choose me to project something onto that you didn't like, that I didn't even say. And then but what about all the other people? Like, I just don't get that. Like we if you're gonna pick and choose a person, pick and choose everybody. Pick and choose everybody. But built like a hippopotamus, sure. Well, find me a trainer then. Like, you gotta have some thick skin. Like, y'all think I give a fuck about what somebody say about me? No, you don't have to sleep with me. You ain't got to eat my pussy. You ain't got to blow my booty hole out. You ain't got to blow my back out. You ain't got to pay none of my motherfucking bills. You ain't got to feed me. You ain't got to clean up after me. You don't have to do any of those things. So why do I care? I mean, y'all not in. It's just like I said about Uncle Ned and them. We're not in a personal, maybe personally, maybe Charles run everything. And he just let Uncle Netta just do that. Maybe. I don't know. I doubt it. But maybe. But y'all not in nobody personal life to be. And so what you think, I need to do this and I need to do that. I mean, you gonna pay for it? You gonna pay for it? Because if you're gonna pay for it, we can talk about something. If you're not gonna pay for it, child. Now I didn't say nothing about Uncle Netta face. I ain't say nothing about Uncle Netta skin. I ain't say nothing about that. The comments be tearing Uncle Netta up. Uncle Netta he gotta get some thick skin. That's a necessity if you're gonna survive on social media shit. God damn. Mm. Oh. So I just be wanting somebody to text me. So I just be wanting people to if you can dish, you gotta come on. Come on. Oh, look at me pointing. Look, pointing. I'm still caught up on it's just three things pointing back and forth. But anyway, I just, we gotta be mindful. But I'm not bitter. And even if I was, so what? Have y'all got my book yet? Then y'all can read about all the bitterness. You can read about the fucking you can read about the you can read about the bitterness, what built it, honey. But did y'all see the Cat Williams? I was so amazed. I was so fucking amazed. I mean, he was all gaze, no brace. He just kept the foot on the neck. I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I absolutely loved it. I thought, how fucking amazing. Can't wait. How fucking awesome is that? Like, how often are people that fucking honest? How often do people really say the story? A lot of times, a lot of times we spare outside of the story and we just let you give your narrative. You know what I'm saying? But for you to just blast everybody like that, I thought, how awesome is that? Mm, mm, mm. It made me feel good on the inside of my spirit. It made me, and you know what? The truth make people uncomfortable. The truth makes people very uncomfortable because and isn't that sad that we're so unaware and we've normalized these false narratives about everything. because the false narrative gives you comfort. False narratives gives you comfort. The truth, it makes you very uncomfortable. I hate group texts. Y'all hear me? I hate group texts. And I didn't know that Cat was a Virgo, but it completely makes sense. Because he probably got some more. In 3 hours, that video, he probably still ain't aired out what he could air out. You talk about this nigga. Then did special after special. This nigga funded his own motherfucking comedy tours and shows. This nigga helps everybody out. You can't say nothing bad about him other than he crazy. And that's what people are trying to do. Oh, she crazy. Oh, he crazy. I loved it. I absolutely fucking loved it. Because who earned their whole family out like that? Me. I sure did. I earned my whole goddamn family out. I did. And I didn't give a fuck because they could have left me alone. They could have left me the fuck alone. Yes, look at that. I did call my family uncouth roaches. I did because that's how they act. That is how the fuck they act, like uncouth roaches. And I'm never going to apologize. I'm never going to do that because for years, and I mean for decades, I let my family say in and everything about me. They called me mean and hateful and all of this shit. And I was like, it's nothing like, and tell me if y'all can relate. You go to your family house, right? It's one of you. It's 20 of them. Right? And you walk in. Everybody get quiet. No, roaches don't have couth. That's why I call them uncouth roaches. And it's like all of them against one of you. That's how I've always felt. It's just one of me. But they love to gang up, you know, oh, you know, kids, this and shit. I'm not none of that because none of y'all fucking know me. None of them have taken the time out to know me, but they have so much judgment. For instance, I went around one time the one time and they had outside people. It was Thanksgiving and I went around and they were selling plates. They wanted me to bring some stuff, but they were selling plates. So that means the shit that I brought, they were going to sell. Okay. So they're selling plates. One of the customers come in and they say, who is that? Talking about me. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, I'm her sister. That's my mother. And they go, what? Creole. I didn't know you had another daughter. Kara, I didn't know you had another sister. How do you think that made me feel? I'm 30 years old and I'm sitting in a space where these are apparently people that you talk to all the time. They didn't even know that I even existed. Or the time that my Christian mother, she used to be a dope fiend for 50 years and now she's sucking the glass dick of Jesus. And I go to your church to hear her sing, which is atrocious, by the way. The singing is atrocious. And I think the name of it is Swing Jacket Baptist Church or Get Low Sweet Home Baptist, some old country bumpkin ass name church. And she, after cackling loud than a motherfucker, I guess she's singing. And after service is over with, the pastor and the pastor's wife walks up to her, and she's standing next to me, and they go Creole, because they call my mother Creole. They said, "Who is this?" And she says, "Oh, this is my baby daughter. She's been a member of this church for 7 years." Okay. I'm sure she's told them everything, because she tells everybody that she used to be addicted to crack. You told them everything, but you didn't tell them that you had a daughter. So I'm standing there, and keep in mind, I look more like my mother than any of the rest of her children. And I'm standing there, and the pastor and his wife go, "Oh, who is this?" And she says, "Oh, this is my baby daughter." And their response was, "Oh, I didn't know you had another daughter. You never told us you had another daughter." And I'm standing there, and my husband Damon, he has his hand on my back already. So he moves it to around my waist, and he's just holding me, because I think I kind of stepped back a little bit, and I think Damon felt me tense up, and he had his arms around my waist, like to hold me in place, because I think I wanted to run the fuck away, and he held me there. And I never even asked him, why did he do that? But I needed to see that. I needed to feel that. But I also needed to feel, and I needed to know that he was there. Hey, Devontae. And he held me. And then he didn't even acknowledge my mama. He didn't even acknowledge the pastor and his wife. He just looked at me, and he says, "Are you ready to leave? Are you okay?" And I said, "Yeah," like that. And he said, "Okay, well, let's go." And so he kind of urged me out the church. But my point of that is, I've always felt like there was one of me in all of them. So if I can get past that, if I can move past that, if I can deal with that, and I can deal with it successfully, and work through my struggles with it, and work through my emotions with it, why would any stranger think that they could say anything to me and make me feel bad? That's a lesson. I think they feel the way they feel about you is because, despite her not raising you, you still grew up to be a huge success despite them. Damon has always displayed a lot of love and respect for his wife. Yes, he has. So I think that's where my thick skin come from already. I'm sure that's how Katie felt, always helping and never getting credit. Cat, maybe, I don't know. Um, yeah, you're working through it as we speak. It's tough. I'm not gonna lie to you. That type of forgiveness, that type of coping, that type of everything, it's a lot. And I had to really, um, I had to really work on it so that I would not be so soft when it comes to everything else. Ah, Damon non-verbally said, "Don't show them your pain." I agree. Maybe that's why he did that, because the way he grabbed me, the way he already had his hand on my back, because that's how he normally stand. When he's staying with me, he has his hand on my back. But that particular time, he put it around like he held me in place like, mm-mm. Like that's what I felt. He was like, mm-mm. And I looked at him and he took a deep breath before he said something. Yes, because I think that a lot of times your family, they love to see you weak and hurt. They love the effect of you being hurt by the things that they've done to you. I made a post. Families love protecting the villains. They love protecting the villains. And the victims, they just re-victimize them over and over and over and over and over again. But you must heal. Because I made it a point, I was never ever going to let a family member or anyone else affect my normal. And that's why when I finally snapped, and I knew that listen, when I aired my family out, I put everybody in a group text. So nobody can go back and say, well, she said this and nope. I tagged my whole family. I think that post had about 30 names tagged to it. And I aired all of them out at one time because fuck them. And I knew what I was doing, that I was never going to be able to apologize for it because I didn't feel like I needed to. Um, I knew that, and I was okay with it, and that's why I did that. Oh, I got blocked, and they unfriended me, and I don't give a fuck. They still did not negate. Like listen. It is one thing to cuss a motherfucker out and stand your ground, but it's another one to stay continually standing on business because the natural side of us wants everything. We just don't want the drama. Even if you're the black sheep, you don't want the drama. So you'll continuously go around, you'll continuously put yourself through it because you're thinking that maybe if they see me coming around, maybe they'll notice that they are hurting me, but they not. Some of them get this undeniable small pleasure in seeing you weak and hurt. Like I think they feed off of it. I think they get this weird satisfaction in knowing that you'll never come out of it. That's what I feel like they do. And I refuse to let the motherfuckers get me like that. I just refuse to. And then I was witch and I was this but that same witch money and that same witch clout that I received, you benefited off of all of it. So now you mad and now you want to talk about me being a witch or my brother literally said that that's why you the wicked witch of North Texas. I said, but I'm a rich one though. I'm a rich one though. And it ain't just from witchcraft, sir, but witchcraft, I will give all the credit to hoodoo. I will give all the credit to my ancestors. I will. And let me be very clear, rich doesn't necessarily mean money. Wealth doesn't necessarily mean money. It's just the abundance of being able to live and not be in survival mode. And I told my mother, I said, you sit up here and while you singing church hymns, you have the most dark, deceptive, evil heart I've ever seen in my life. So if you're the epitome or what a Christian is supposed to be, I don't want to be that because you are not giving Christianity a good example. Yes, the judge did say that. When I got in trouble, the judge asked me because it, motherfucker had a baby. My file was this goddamn thick, and he asked all the cars and the furniture and all of this stuff that I had purchased for other family members had their names on it too. And so he asked me, he said, "Where's your family at? Where's all these people?" And I turned around and I didn't have no family there. And so the judge looked at me and he said, "Tell your family to stand up." And I said, "Sir, I don't have any family here." And the judge looked at me and he said, "You did all of this stuff, all of these people. Where are they now?" And I said, "They ain't home." And the judge literally asked me, he said, "Did you learn your lesson?" And I said, "Yes, sir, I did." He said, "You are a brilliant young lady. I just need you to be smarter and to use wisdom." He said, "I never want to see you in my courtroom again." And to this day, I've never done anything to put me back in the courtroom again. That's true. That actually happened. I was standing there. My lawyer was standing like behind me to the right. And that judge asked me, he looked at me and he said that, he said, "Don't you ever do nothing like that again." He said, "You are a smart woman." And he was the one that told me, he said, knowledge and being smart and wisdom are two different things. I will never forget that lesson. That's why I always say life is a lesson. If you just take the emotions out of it and just look at it, life is a lesson. Stop getting caught up on the actions. Take a minute, process everything, then respond. That judge saved my life. He made me exercise wisdom. He made me exercise wisdom. So a lot of what you see is just, I've learned from my mistakes. I've learned, and I learned the hard fucking way. I was out for 25 years. 25. I did my 10 years deferred. I paid every single dime of that money back and then some, because they add on restitution, they add on interest, they add on all of it. So I learned to always exercise wisdom. So I'm never going, if I respond to something, don't ever think that I'm trying to be funny. Bitch, I'm trying to teach you something just like a motherfucker taught me something. A white old judge, I don't even know if this man is still living or not. I can't even remember his motherfucking name. But he told me, "Tell your family to stand up." I said, "Sir, I don't have no family here." And he said, "You are a smart young lady." He said, "But you got to learn how to display wisdom." I got it. He said, "I don't ever want to see you in my courtroom again." I got it. I got it. I got it. So being knowledgeable and being smart is not the same as using wisdom. That's where a lot of my shit come from. That's why I'm, stop being so fucking emotional. Stop displaying emotional immaturity. Start just really processing what the fuck is going on. That girl that commented on my post, that was emotional. That was emotional. That wasn't perspective. That wasn't processing it because you're assumed that I said something that I actually didn't say because if I wanted to say that, I could have. But I said what I wanted to say. Some of y'all need to recalibrate. You wonder why your magic ain't working. I say this all the time. You wonder why your spells ain't working. You wonder why things aren't going the way that because you're not displaying emotional maturity. You get so fucking frazzled, so fucking fast. You haven't processed shit. See, the reason why I can read a motherfucker the way that I can read a motherfucker is because I didn't process it before I say it. Like I ain't just well fuck you bitch because I don't bitch and hold nobody. I'm not well fuck you bitch and fuck you motherfucker. You're not gonna get that out of me. But you will get the read of a motherfucking lifetime though. Yes, you will. Because I've had time to process the things that I'm gonna say. That's why my reads be so motherfucking vicious because I'm not emotional like that. Now I don't know if it's a Taurus thing. Is it? I don't know. But I just know I don't want to do, I don't want to be girl, fuck you, bitch, and fuck. I will say girl, fuck you, because that means I'm done with it. But if you keep going, you will get the read of a lifetime. And I'm not, listen, this is what I tell people. If I'm mad, I'm not gonna cuss. Mm-mm. Because I'm not gonna cuss and I'm not going to yell. Because when you yell at somebody, they instantly shut down and they're not processing what you're saying at this point. And I want you to hear me. And I don't know, is it a Taurus thing? But I'm not, if I'm upset, I am going to read you calmly. And I'm going to read you. I'm not going to cuss at you. I'm not going to do none of it. But I want to go so deep into the motherfucking ground. Do you hear me? I want to go deep. I'm talking about what is it, the earth's core? What is that called? I want to go deep into the earth's core and pull, because if you go low, I want to go to the earth's core. Do you hear me? And I want to pull from there. That's how low I want. I want one of them drilling machines that they use on the movie Armageddon. Like I want to go deep like that, bitch. Because like, why was you fucking with me? You could have chose anybody else on any other day at any other time, but you chose me today, this time, this hour. Well, blessed be, bitch, because damn, you gonna get the attention that you're looking for. Sometimes. That's why I honestly thought that Cat Williams was a fucking Taurus, but he's a Virgo, and that's part of our family. So it don't surprise me. But being, I know it's just something about the earth sign because it's not that we don't care, because there's a lesson in the learning. So it's not that we don't care. It's just that y'all be having this unnatural attachments to things that you should not be attached to. And I can't get with it. And it's not even intentional. I really be on some girl fuck you type shit. Boy, fuck you too. Like I hate a fucking liar. I hate a fucking oh bitch, I'ma check you type of bitch. Girl, no, you not. You can't check me. We can have a conversation about something, but you can't check me on a motherfucking thing. Like, bitch, you could tell me that I hurt your feelings or I said something out the way. I will address that. And if I feel like I'm sorry, I'm gonna fucking apologize because I don't want no bad blood. I really don't want no bad blood with nobody because I don't care like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like the people in my group. If you ain't know to learn, bitch, you gonna learn. If you ain't know about some more shit, then you probably gonna infinite energy ain't for you. I tell people that all the fucking time. This is not no kumbaya, light love ass group. This is a working witchcraft group. I tell people that. And I'm not trying to be funny, but the infinite energy, baby, it's beast in there. It's some beast in there. It is some motherfucking magical beast in there. Them they don't fucking play. They do their goddamn work. And if you come in there with some motherfucking weak ass, motherfucking crybaby ass, woe is me ass shit, they ain't gonna check it at the motherfucking door. And I'm gonna be quite frank and honest. I love it. I love it. Motherfuckers are try to say that my infinite energy group, i.e., is a fucking cult, and no, it's not. That I make people call me mama. I don't make nobody call me that. You don't have to call me that. Only thing I'll answer to is bitch. And depending on the position that I'm in, that might be all right too. But for the most part, they're not bullies, they're not mean, that's their house and they're gonna protect it. And I love that that's how they feel about the group. They're gonna protect it at all costs. And I think that it'd be really fucked up too. Maya said people be so mad at how others love you. But I love them like that. Hi, Patrice. Patricia. I'm sorry. But with Cat Williams, I mean, he probably been wanting to say that. And that's the thing. People feel like they can say whatever the fuck they want to say about you. But as soon as you unload the clip on their motherfucking ass, then you the bad guy. How the fuck am I the bad guy when you say I don't let you say all of this shit? I didn't even tell my side of the story. I let you go. I let you say what you had to say. I didn't even trip on it. But now I'm saying what my experience, because this is what people don't understand. You cannot treat people any kind of fucking way. And then when they talk about their experience of you, you want to narrate how they tell it. If you was a bad motherfucking person to me, you was a bad person to me. That's my narrative of how you made me feel. So why do I have to say something that just wasn't true? She really does love IE like this. She wants everybody to do well. I do. People that's really into magic ain't friendly anyway. Most people that's really into magic, they're very solitude. They not really big into crowds. They don't really like people. They like nature and animals and herbs and oils and making potions and shit. You know. I think that's a new wave thing that everybody got to hold hands and sing kumbaya and be in a naked circle running around a bonfire. Made my first live. I also just started reading your book. Well, thank you, darling. Thank you. And congratulations on your first live. Oh, you all right. But I just think that most witches don't want to be bothered with people. They've been peopled enough. I think that's what we are so misunderstood. Like in my personal life, I could completely be in my own zone, in my own home, in my own whatever, and never leave that space. Like DoorDash is my best friend. Like I don't have to go to a grocery store. I don't have to go to a mall. I don't have to be around nobody. I'm so comfortable in my space. I'm so comfortable in my space, in my zone, I don't feel like I need to share that with anyone necessarily. I'm comfortable with reading a book and, I'm comfortable with just playing on my phone. And if y'all think the shit that I post on social media that it has anything to do with my personal life and all of that, like it really don't. Like I don't even talk about shit until I'm over it. So if I post it, that means if it is about my personal life, that means I'm over it. So it don't matter no way. Yeah, and that's another thing. I don't get paid to mind nobody else's business. And I can have an opinion about something and I really be over it. It's people that keep it going. Child, I don't care. I don't care. And I don't want you to care. You know what I'm saying? Remember, if it's not going to affect you in 3 months, 3 years, 3 weeks, why are you letting it affect you at all? Maybe that's just a Taurus thing too. I don't know. But I just look at everything like that. Are you getting your money? Is you getting your credit together? Are you getting your finances together? Are you getting that house you want? Are you getting that car you want? What are you on that type of time? You know what I'm saying? Are you getting that purse you want? That standard cup you want? I don't give a fuck what it is. Are you getting everything that you want? You know what I'm saying? That's the shit you need to be on. Because if it ain't making you no money, it just don't make no sense. Where, ugh, I hate group messages. We friends, we just don't waste our time with nonsense. When we're alone, there's a lot of this. Oh, come on. Those opinions don't buy these big. No. See, Thomas said, "Hi, Duchess. I used to be in your IE group. I got deleted by accident. We don't delete by accident. I think, but I needed time to be lazy, so it worked out. I knew I couldn't be depressed in the group. Y'all would not have it. No. Well, if you miss us, come on back. You just got to be active. Make sure you do your intro video. Yeah, but we are a community, and I'm gonna continue to be in a spiritual community, and I'm gonna continue to be who I am, and I'm gonna continue to be unapologetic, and I'm gonna continue to have my eyebrows done the way they are. I'm gonna continue to wear my lashes the way I wear them. I'm gonna continue to wear my hair the way I until I figure out what I want to do anyway. I'm gonna continue to do that, and I don't give a fuck what nobody say about it. And I'm not everybody's cup of tea. But Shannon Shaw said he was between 180 and 210, and bitch, I'm at 200. So no, I was playing. I'm just playing. It's all about preference. So yeah, I couldn't date Shannon Shaw. He's too thick or something for me. He seems like he's a misogynist. Has he ever been married? I don't know. He just come off. I don't know. I couldn't date him. But he's not a bad person from what I know. I just couldn't date him. To something. He don't like white women though. Come on, C. Thomas. I kind of figured that. There's nothing wrong with it. It's all about preference. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I be on the motherfucking the white women ass when they be like sad and depressed. Bitch, you are top of the fucking food chain. You better use your motherfucking card of privilege. Shit. Monica, me too a little bit. Me too, a little sassy. Little, yeah, me too. But I be like, baby, when I be doing readings with white women and shit like that, I be like, what the fuck is you depressed about? You're on the top tier of the motherfucking food chain. Don't you do that. Don't you be sad about nothing. Especially they got they blonde hair and blue eyes. Girl, you are the creme de la creme. Girl, what are you depressed about? Shake that shit off. Shit. You need to be one of the happiest motherfuckers that ever fucking lived. Get it together, sister. Use that card of privilege. Because if I had the card of privilege, bitch, I would use it too. I don't think so. He said he likes some black. Okay. Not for real. I just What? But listen, I'm gonna always say something off the wall. People be thinking I'm crazy too. Like you can snap your fingers and have the world at your hands too, boo. Like you can snap. Oh well, yeah. I'm just saying. Y'all better use y'all card of privilege. We all have a card of privilege. We all have one. If you don't know what yours is, I'll tell you. If y'all wonder what I was drinking on, I've been trying to get my protein in, y'all, because you know I'm built like a hippopotamus. So hippopotamus is like core power 26 grams of protein. You know I'm built like a hippopotamus. So you know, look, cow for the cow. Bitch sounds like a hippopotamus. Okay, girl. Well, anyway, I'm just trying to get my protein in. I be trying to do like 90 grams of protein. So I normally have one for breakfast, have one and got in my day with the protein. That's why how I keep this hippopotamus shape. My nigga like it. Shit, he lived when I was 300 pounds. Look, to be quite honest, he was like, you don't need to lose no weight. But I wanted to because I wanted to look good for me. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I'm just to get out of here, y'all. I just wanted to share a small lesson with y'all. Um, and I want y'all to take heed, be mindful. I'm probably gonna say some more funny shit about the shit that I see because I have an opinion and I can say that. My next video, I might be talking about some magic stuff. But wait, I think I was talking about some magic stuff all through this video. Sexy, sassy hippopotamus. Okay. Damn, I ain't get called Miss Piggy. Oh, thank you. I appreciate you too. Hey, y'all better learn to laugh at yourself and y'all better learn to laugh at the stuff that people say because why the fuck does it matter? All right. I love y'all. I'll say, and I'll talk to y'all later.